with Gina.
The news with Gina Grad.
It's Gina Grad.
Oh, it's Gina. We got stereo Ginas.
I'm her twin sister, Gina Grad.
Wow.
Dina, we've had a very strained relationship, so I feel a little bit like Jerry Springer. I did not know this was going to happen.
I know, we went through some problems because we're sisters and we fight, but whatever, it's over. Do the news, Gina.
Okay, girl. Well, you know how I feel about people who break their silence. They're often not breaking anything that any of us care about. However, I have to say, when they say Ellen DeGeneres broke her silence, I tend to believe them. She wrote a memo to her staff talking about the allegations of her toxic work environment on her long-running show that includes sexism, intimidation, racism, and sexual harassment.
And that's all before noon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So in the memo to the staff, the host wrote that she will correct issues raised about the behind-the-scenes goings-on of the show. She said, as we've grown exponentially, I've not been able to stay on top of everything and relied on others to do their jobs as they knew I'd want them done. Clearly, some didn't. Now, one of the changes includes firing, don't know if it's a sacrificial lamb, don't know if this is the person causing all the problems, the executive producer, Ed Glavin. But Brad Garrett has some thoughts about it. He tweeted, from Everybody Loves Raymond fame, of course, he tweeted, sorry, but it comes from the top, Ellen. I know more than one who are treated horribly by her. It's common knowledge.
Wow, when Brad Garrett is weighing in, we got an issue. Now... his couple things. Number one, I'm not a fan of Ellen. I get she's a bitch. I went to a wedding. She didn't dance the whole night. I knew she was a phony. But with this whole workplace, it's getting a little out of hand. Workplace, it's got the word fucking work right in it. You go there to fucking work. If someone's got to, look, who amongst us didn't have a boss who was an asshole when we were working? You know what I mean? Every boss I ever had was a dickhead. When I worked at McDonald's. My manager was named Ken. He was an asshole. When I left that place, I went to a construction site. I had a guy named Mike Stramat. He was an asshole. Every boss I've ever had has been every coach, every teacher, every boss. I didn't like any of them. I fucking got along. Actually, all it did was want to make me be my own boss so I could be an asshole to myself. Now... Dude, who grabbed my balls? Did someone grab Ellen's balls? What I'm saying is I have been to Ellen. I have done Ellen's show. Ellen's show has air conditioning and free food. That's enough. That's enough at the workplace. If your boss is an asshole after that, who gives a shit? Start your own show. I'm sorry. Alternate Gina? Wait, sorry, yes, Brian.
I say Sylvester Stallone, who's with us, has been on Alan's show multiple times. So I'm wondering if, Sly, did Alan grab your balls?
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of thing I hate to have a revelation, on this show, but she grabbed the whole unit,
Oh. She got the whole unit.
Big hands.
Thanks
for
the...
She's got very big hands. Or I got a tiny unit, but she got the whole thing in the palm of her hands there. And
now,
she said, you to me, you do what I
say. You didn't know the definition of the word pending. Do you know the definition of the word revelation?
Yeah, revelation.
What's that mean?
Yes, I do. That is correct.
All right, so use revelation in a sentence.
Well, I wanted some ketchup on my hot dog, revelation, and then I ate it.
I don't think that's the correct use of the word revelation.
I was blow drying my revelation when my sister walked in.
So you're saying you had a revelation about Ellen because she grabbed your whole unit when you did her show?
Yeah, she said, you listen to me. You do what I say. And I peed into her hand. I did not.
That is a revelation.
That is a revelation.
That's a good use of the term revelation. So,
thank you.
I like that the whole world is turning on Ellen because I've been telling everyone how horrible she's been for a decade. But enough is enough. We're getting too soft on the job site. You're fucking there. Go to work, get paid, eat some free food at the craft service, and go the fuck home and complain to your spouse about what a bitch your boss is or what a dick your boss is. That's fine. We don't need to be having a good time all the time. Maybe that's what's going on. I think people want to go to work. It's like, I'm not having a good time at work. I know, because it's called fucking work. Now get to work. Like, what do you...
Adam, she is truly a horrible person.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is every beer commercial from the 70s was a whole bunch of dudes drinking Schlitz after work because work sucked and then you got to drink Schlitz. That's how we define the weekends. The only reason a weekend is good is because your job sucks. If your job was awesome, then weekends would be ruined. You fucking have to have a job you suck. We're fucking it all up. We're just blending all the weekdays. First off, there were 80 songs. The great Dolly Parton would sing 9 to 5.
That's right.
There's Working for the Weekends by Loverboy. There's Take This Job and Shove It. Like every third country song was about how fucking horrible your job was, but how awesome Friday night was. It's like, why even bother getting drunk anymore? Why should you get shit-faced on a Friday night if you love your job? Thank you. Learn to fucking hate the weekdays. Learn to hate when the sun is up during the week. You guys, everyone should wake up Monday morning at 7:45 and go, oh, fuck, I got to go to that place with those people. And then you get an appreciation for money. Because when you hate your job and then you come home and you realize that your mom, Freudian, your wife...
Oh, boy.
No, but what I'm saying is when you have a shitty job and all your coworkers are assholes and you hate your boss and then you come home and you say to your wife, what's for dinner? And she's like, I ordered $140 worth of sushi. You go, fuck, that was 9 hours of me working. I had to work in that shithole for 9 hours to pay for that fucking sushi. You start assigning a number to everything. When I used to work construction, I got $8 an hour to dig ditches, and I'd order an Amstel Light. I'd be like, that's 1 hour of digging. 1 hour of fucking digging, an Amstel Light. 1 hour. You back taxes out. That's 1 hour of me in a fucking hole for this beer. I'm going to enjoy it. Well, now you love your job. You don't love the Amstel Light anymore. We've ruined life for everybody because we put air conditioning and food into the workplace. Thank you. Thank you. I'm on stage right now. I am miserable. I wish this fucking place would burn to the ground so I could go home. But I'm going to appreciate my Amstel Light tonight. Yes. Sorry, Gina.
Thank you for sharing your truth.
Yes, that's my truth. Yes. Work is supposed to suck and your boss is supposed to be an asshole. Get it straight.
Is Portia de Rossi going to stand by her woman?
Oh, Portia de Rossi. That's interesting. She's, now is she, could Sly, could we, or Donald Trump, could we get Portia de Rossi to swing back over to the male side? You know what I mean? Like, she's been with a woman for a long time now, but I feel like there's more flexibility in a woman. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. The women, they're very malleable. Fluid, they call it.
Fluid. You know
yeah,
what
it's
the
like
word...
those turtles. You know, a woman turtle could grow a penis and then have sex with itself. I don't know if you know this.
Is that true?
I don't know. That sounds right.
Okay, it doesn't sound right to me. All right, so Portia de Rossi, she's a beautiful woman. She's she's been Ellen's partner for 15, 20 years. If her and Ellen break up, might we move her back toward the light? You know what I'm saying?
That will be a big win, if we could get that going.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a question for Brad Pitt and Anthony Fauci.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me see if he's here.
Because I know they crush pee together.
Yeah, if there's a time, it's now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if we can.
Oh,
Yes, Dr. Fauci?
Yeah, if you could give me 5 minutes with that Porsche, I'd turn her right around.
Oh, really?
creepy.
Yeah. I get it nice and moist in the shorts.
All right.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what you're planning on doing to her, but could you do it with your mask on?
Oh, yeah. Of course I'd have the mask on there.
I think Dr. Fauci calls that a dental dam.
Oh, a dental dam, yeah. Because I don't know if Ellen could do what she needs to do with the mask on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I know how to please a woman. Of course, the mask that I have is a very sensitive mask. It's top of the line there. Built for that sort of thing.
Understood, Dr. Fauci. You're kind of creeping out the audience at this point. I think they like Stallone better.
Yeah, I'm going to stay here, though.
So
I'm going to keep talking about this.
So we'll try to get Portia de Rossi to come back toward the heterosexual side of things, and we'll see.
Yeah.
And I bet she would for Brad Pitt. I bet Brad Pitt could turn her around.
Yeah,
Yes.
and isn't her real name Mandy Johnson, I think?
Oh, really?
I think that's her real name, yeah. I think it's Mandy Johnson. I don't know if that makes her more appealing or less appealing. I just think it's a fact as far as I know.
Everyone's got to look it up on their phone now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that. I was
Okay, we'll stick with Portia.
Yeah, I was devastated when I found out Vin Diesel's real name. So don't do this to me.
Adam, her real
Adam
name.
Green.
Her real name is Amanda Rogers.
Amanda
I was
Roberts?
close.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck her. She should stay with the lesbians. I'm done with her. I'm a Porsche guy. I thought that would be cool. I'm Italian, I'm a Porsche guy. I got Portia de Rossi. It sounds awesome for me, but now forget it. All right, what's next, Gina Grad?
Well, if you still like other celebrities, Matthew McConaughey is about to debut as an author. He's the Oscar winner, and he has announced his first book. It's a memoir called Green Lights. McConaughey says it was inspired by his lifelong habit to write in a journal, and he did give a statement about the book. It's called Green Lights. He describes it like this.
It's an album, a record, a story of my life so far. This is 50 years of my sights and scenes, felts and figured outs, cools and shamefuls, gracious truths, and beauties of brutality. Getting away with, getting caught, and getting wet, so I'm trying to dance between the raindrops.
Is that Kyle Dunnigan doing Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, was that him?
That was my fiance, Andy Harris.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's still funny.
So very good. But that is a direct quote about the book. It says it's a love letter to life, and it will be published on October 20th.
All right.
So pre-order.
Can we let's be honest about Matthew McConaughey. I know he's a Texan, right? Is he a Texan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Matthew McConaughey didn't look good with his shirt off? Would we give two shits about what that idiot has to say? That guy's a fucking stoner idiot who smells like ass all the time, but he's some kind of poet because he looks good with his shirt off, and he gets commercials. Every commercial he has, he's always thinking. He's sitting there next to a bottle of wild fucking turkey or whatever he's drinking. What's he drinking?
Well, it's Wild Turkey. He's also been in ads for was it
Lincoln.
Buick, a Lincoln, whatever the fuck it is.
all he
all
does,
of those
nothing
commercials.
is-
all he
In all
does,
those commercials, he's had a combined 0 words.
he doesn't do anything. He sits in a Lincoln Navigator and thinks, like I'm thinking about ice fishing. Yeah, I'm looking important. He looks smart, but I don't think there's anything going on in his fucking head. And that does his wild turkey thing. You know what? He's so fucking lazy for commercials. He won't talk. He won't act. He won't do anything. He just sits there and looks cool by the product. I wouldn't be surprised if his agent just said, we have to take Wild Turkey and Lincoln and combine them into one shoot. Like, we need Matthew McConaughey just drinking Wild Turkey, sitting in a Lincoln. It's not going to be running. I know it sends a little bit of it. Yes.
The mothers of MAD might have a problem with that.
Mothers against drunk driving. You know it's something that's ironic? The organization MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, are not as angry as the group known as GLAAD. That's the Gay and Lesbian Anti-Defamation Department. So the folks that are in a group called MAD are not nearly as pissed off as a group who's called GLAAD. Go fucking figure, right? So anyway, McConaughey's going to write a fucking book, and all the doofuses are going to buy it because he looks good with his fucking shirt off. I'll tell you how. Here's how you know that guy's a hack. Here's how you know, and I mean it. Once in a while, there'll be some actor, and he'll go, I want to make my movie. Like, I want to make my project. Like, I want to produce it, or I want to star in it and direct it or write it or whatever. Like, I want to make my project. And I know what his project is. He made a movie called Surfer Dude. And the reason I know he made a movie called Surfer Dude is because he made it the same time as I made my movie, The Hammer. And his movie was a fucking piece of shit because he's an idiot. And I'm jealous. What is Surfer Dude on Rotten Tomatoes? Because that's what happens when you let Matthew McConaughey go. Like, you go, just go ahead and make your own movie with your fucking friends, and we'll see what a piece of shit it turns out to be. We're not going to cast you in one of our smart or cool movies where you get to walk around with your shirt off looking like you're thinking about something. All right. He's probably stoned and fucking right now, right?
That guy gave me crabs.
Well, don't.
What
wow.
All right. What?
Wow.
0. He made, this is his movie. What a shocker. Shirts off on the fucking cover. This is his pet project. This is Matthew McConaughey outside of the studio system going, I got an idea. I'm making my own movie. 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. 0. What did he do? Did he produce that or started it? Like, as friends of his were, like, directed it or something? This is, when you let Matthew McConaughey off his leash, this is what you get. 0. Oh, he's so interesting. Yeah, he's fucking playing the bongos with his shirt off, stoned. Fuck him.
And don't forget the Triumph. Remember the movie Tiptoes we talked about?
Oh, right.
He and Kate Beckinsale are getting married, but there's something that she doesn't know about his family. They're all little people, and Gary Oldman walks on his knees the whole movie.
Yeah,
that's a good film, though. I saw that.
I one day I'm gonna find that movie where Jerry Lewis played the Holocaust clown.
The Day the Clown Cried.
What's it called?
The Day the Clown Cried.
I'm going to find that, and then I'm going to find the Tiptoes movie, and I'm going to eat a bunch of mushrooms, and I'm just going to sit in my theater at home and watch it until I cry. He's a professor at UT? Wow, so he's just up there with his shirt off and a bandana talking about acting. Ugh. What's he a professor of? Acting. Yeah, okay. Listen, here's the whole thing. When you're fat and you're ugly and you're a known actor, you can fucking act. When you just look hot with your shirt off, you ain't an actor.
When you're Paul Giamatti or Philip Seymour Hoffman, you can act your ass off.
That's right. Those guys are actors. What was that movie? So in Surfer Dude, did he star in it and did he produce it, or what did he do?
I'm just saying he starred in it.
I think it was his friends, or I don't know. He made it. It wasn't like
he produced it as well, but he didn't write or direct it.
He produced it. Ugh.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about it if there wasn't something like that attached to it. This is not a movie anyone should have ever heard of. And by the way, it's not Surfer Dude. It's Surfer, dude.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to make it better, but I don't think it helped in this case with a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right. What else we got, Gina Grad?
Has anyone ever wondered what space smells like? What outer space smells like?
I don't think anyone would ever know, because when you're up there, you're getting pumped in oxygen right into your spacesuit.
Right.
Steak.
Brian.
Smells like steak.
Smells like steak?
Mr. Stallone is the closest of all of you. So NASA has worked with a company that created a cologne that supposedly smells like outer space, and it looks like they're about to pull it off. They've done a campaign to raise money. They have like $15,000. They've surpassed their goal, and it's called Ode to Space. It smells like gunpowder, seared steak, raspberries, and rum.
Yeah. When I did Cliffhanger, Adam, I could smell space.
Oh, that's right. But then, isn't that going to cause problems? Like when you come home and your wife's there and she's like, have you been to outer space again? And you're like, no. Are you fucking those Martians? No, I just put on my cologne at the office. Come on. I know what space smells like. Why don't they invent a fragrance called stripper glitter where you actually... Sorry.
No, what were the things? It was gunpowder, rum, something else, raspberry. Smells like Stallone's trailer from Cobra.
Yeah. Garden snake.
Yeah. A cobra, right. You're doing garden snake now. A snake, sorry. I don't know what happened to Gina. Did she drop off?
Right, she obviously has contempt for her audience.
Yeah, I think she froze. She just texted me.
Sly Stallone?
Yeah, I'll do the news from now on.
You do the news.
Yeah.
Have you worked with Matthew McConaughey? You guys, you must have done movies.
I was in Surfin, dude. I didn't want to say it because I was.
Oh, really? I'm embarrassed now. I didn't know you were in that movie.
I play his dad. I said, you stop surfing, dude. And he keeps on surfing. We have a very contentious relationship.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it was a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. You understand?
Yeah, it didn't even get 1 tomato.
No, it was. Well, it got tomatoes, but I think they were all rotten.
Oh, I thought that meant there were no tomatoes at all.
No, they have tomatoes. You just got rotten tomatoes. You didn't get.
Wait, but no. If there's 0 rotten tomatoes, that's good.
No,
you don't want any rotten tomatoes.
No, you didn't get 0 rotten tomatoes. You got 0 fresh tomatoes.
That's what you just said to me. All right, you said that to me. You know.
No, I don't.
You look stupid.
I'm not trying to fight with you, Sly, but you got 0
you're being
fresh tomatoes
right now. You're being very contagious with me right now.
All right, I'm not trying to show you any disrespect. I'm saying the movie you were in, Surfer Dude, got 0 fresh tomatoes and all rotten tomatoes, not no rotten tomatoes.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound good.
All right. Well, if Gina's gone...
Apparently, McConaughey and Stallone were in a documentary together called Junket Whore in 1998, but I can't imagine you guys shared any scenes.
Oh, that's right. We did Junket Whores together.
You guys did a documentary together in 98.
Yeah. I forgot about it, but that's where I got the crabs. I knew I got it from them, but I wasn't sure when. But it was from that horror movie we did in 98. Documentary.
All right. Well, Sly, a.k.a. Kyle Dunnigan, I should say, you can check out on Instagram at Kyle Dunnigan1. And shoot him a tweet at Kyle Dunnigan and Kyle Dunnigan, the website, KyleDunniganComedy.com. Kyle, thanks for joining us tonight. You were awesome as usual. Bald and Gina, I'll bid you guys adieu. And since Gina's not coming back anyway, and I'll get you guys ready for a little Adam Carolla's Unprepared. So you got to think of one word that I can do a stand-up comedy bit on. And hold on, think about it.